Our force should be asking the government question, why no desilting? Why more sugar factories are coming here? What are they consuming? Will you make them responsible farmers? Will you make sugar factories farmers? What is our future? India has only 4% of the land as a wildlife sanctuaries. Only 4%. There is an act which is called as the Wildlife 1972 Wildlife Protection Act. By that Protection Act, no government, nobody is authorized to divert the water from the wildlife sanctuary. It's clear and absolute clear. This project of Bandura Diversion is contravening Section 29 of Wildlife Act, where nobody is allowed to divert the water. We are not against the farmers. We are not against the people of southeast part of Malaprabha. We are in their interest and interest of the entire North Karnataka. We are warning the government, don't do something which is not reversible. In coming future, the whole world, not only India, but the whole world today is being faced with a clear and imminent danger of global warming.
What about these IFS officers, IAS officers? What is their responsibility, role to give them a clear picture?
No, sir. If you give me, allow me to speak very frankly. You want me to speak?
Yeah.
They are not guarding forests.
They have to.
No, they are not. I have that complete evidence in that book. Malaprabha Basin.
Then why can't you give
the
this awareness
environmentalists are bringing this
Captain,
point.
why can't you give this awareness to the government, farmers and ecosystem?
We are, this book.
No, of course. Why government is blind on this issue?
I really don't know. This is scientifically available. Why government and why politics, how the politics is played. If the politics is played, real issues will be kept aside. As long as this issue, see, what it happens, I am not coming to any political party. What it happens is, there is a small fire, you show a big picture, okay, that water is there and we are getting it and we are giving it. It's a simple solution. But simple solution has not been implemented for last 3 decades and the people are, dying of not having water there. But have you solved that? You have been saying you will divert. Why for 3 decades it is not divert? I can come to the reason why they have not diverted. But have they acted on this? Have they looked at desilting? Have they looked at responsible farming of sugarcane? No. Alternatively, there are 11 sugar factories are coming in. Again, they are applied. 11 sugar factories are applied. They will require another 140 TMC. Do you have water there? Is the government policy leading and telling? Because recently, last 2-3 months back, 11 sugar factory was commissioned. Now, one side you say you don't have drinking water, one side southeast of Malaprabha doesn't have water, but do you have water enough to increase the sugar factories and increase the sugarcane cultivation? Isn't it a scientific?
How do you say that there is a sufficient water? If the whole forest is destroyed, you will never have water also.
You will never have water.
Water problem.
Water will not come.
You are telling in the report that there is a sufficient water. In reality, you should know, In reality, you will definitely suffer with the scarcity of water.
In long term, the river will die and the North Karnataka
then
will
turn
into
desert. Then what is the use of all these factories?
That is what is expected after you divert the Madai. What we are trying to tell you, divert the Madai should be a last option. It is a golden hen. Keep her laying the eggs.
Okay. You preserve her.
You preserve and you preserve it till the time you really require it. Right now, these are the solutions. See, there were lakes. Dharwad is full of lakes. This is full of. What has happened to the lakes? The lakes have degraded. Recently, there is another thing which is happening, another thing which government has to really think that a lake is the support system to a river. Now, why did the lake destroy? Because real estates came around, agriculture came around, the trees which sponge, take the water, create the aquifer, make it loose. You are not looking at that. And now they have started a new thing is they pump the water by electricity and from the river Malaprabha, which is already dying, and put it back into its womb. Lake is a womb.
Pump storage, concept is again destroying the whole system.
That is another thing. When you are saying there is no water, you are coming with the pump storage in Malaprabha. That is different. We don't want to go to many complications. I am coming to three simple.
So ultimately, what's your suggestion?
My suggestion
Strong
is we
suggestion.
have to, the farmers have to understand, and the people who are suffering in Southeast have to understand there are much simpler solutions which government requires to do immediately. And our force should be asking the government question, why no desilting? Why more sugar factories are coming here? What are they consuming? Will you make them responsible farmers? Will you make sugar factories farmers? What is our future? Most important thing, what is your future? If 15 years onwards, like what Yellappa Reddy says, wet desertification, it's over. And what is supporting? The ISRO has already said in that report, if you really go in this book, ISRO has said North Karnataka is facing drought. They're not saying desertification because they want it's going to be a massive drought-prone area.
Means scarcity of water.
And in a drought-prone area, you want sugar factories more. Present sugar factories will say, don't allow some more to come. How will we survive? Now, so the immediate solution to me is that going to the courts, going and doing regulations is different part. Why this? That is the part why this water is not been diverted for last 30 years. It's different, 3 decades. It's different, and why it will not be in near future? No. But these are the near future solutions which we must immediately implement. We must rejuvenate our lakes by their own ways. We must stop this stupid way of pumping water from the river and putting it back into the womb of the river, which are lakes. You cannot rejuvenate lakes by pumping water from one to another. These are the immediate things which a government is required to do, and we are required to demand a diversion which is killing of a golden hen. And now why I will come to is they have not succeeded in last 3 decades, and why they will not succeed unless they do certain things. Indian Forest Act or Wildlife Act or wildlife sanctuaries have been maintained. India has only 4% of the land as a wildlife sanctuaries. Only 4%.
In whole India.
Whole India has only 4% of wildlife sanctuaries. If you say area of India, area of sanctuary. That is out of that, this is a wildlife sanctuary. To protect wildlife sanctuary, there is an act which is called as the 1972 Wildlife Protection Act. By that Protection Act, no government, nobody is authorized to divert the water from the wildlife sanctuary. It's clear and absolute clear. There is no ambiguity in this law. There is no. And this project of Bandura Diversion, this project of Bandura Diversion is contravening Section 29 of Wildlife Act, where nobody is allowed to divert the water. The Chief Wildlife Warden only is allowed to divert this water in the interest of the sanctuary. The sanctuary is getting flooded, the tigers are going to drown, the elephants are going to drown, people are going to have floods, and the sanctuary is going to damage. Okay, divert it. So this project contravenes Section 29, that is apex of the law, which cannot happen, and that will ultimately not allow whoever says whatever, or politically you will have to do something and scrap that law.
If you go to court, these laws are applied and these
laws are applied.
Then permission will not be given.
No permission can be
Then
given.
why
Unless you illegally do it.
illegally do it? No, how government can take illegal decisions?
ಸ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಚುರಿಯಿಂದ 4 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಇದು ಡೈವರ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ನಿಜವಾಗಿರೋದು ಇದ್ರ ಒಳಗೇನೆ.
So why?
ಹಂಗೆ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು?
ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳಿ.
Who lies there? How is it possible to lie? Because evidence is there if you go to field.
It is lying because you are not telling people that this is the law which is applicable. Somebody has to say this is not possible unless we default the law. Somebody has to be answerable why it has not happened for 3 decades. It is not they can blame us that environmentalists. We are in the interest of the people who want water for generations. We are not here that you will get water this year, second year, this year you will get 4 TMC, next year 3 TMC, and 10 years down the line no water in the river. So four talukas getting water, and ultimately we know the North Karnataka doesn't have water. Malaprabha is died and dead. Is that what we want? We are trying to protect it.
Okay.
We are not against the farmers. We are not against the people of southeast part of Malaprabha. We are in their interest and interest of the entire North Karnataka. We are warning the government, don't do something which is not reversible. Damaging a wildlife sanctuary which has come over the millions of years, even before the humans came on this earth, is today giving you water. That is your water tower, that is your apex body which gives you water. Don't kill it by diverting. Now they say what 4 TMC will do? I said what 4 TMC will do in 140, the same thing. But most important thing, this is very important because how people are fooled. We are, most of the politicians say, what is 4 TMC? 4 TMC is nothing much, but 4 TMC, when you see the amount of rainfall which falls in Bhimgad Wildlife Sanctuary, if you only look at Bhimgad Wildlife Sanctuary, that is Karnataka's only forest on Malaprabha which creates Malaprabha. So that forest should be sacrosanct for us. It's holy for us. It must be protected. You have a head spring, that is Ugam of a river. You are blocking that. That originates in a wildlife sanctuary, naturally flows into a wildlife sanctuary. Illegally you want to divert it. Now what does diversion will do? All this diversion, when it cuts off the head spring, immediately after the spring, after the dam, you will have 100% damage. 1 kilometer down, 2 kilometers down, you will have 90% damage. 3 kilometers down, you will have 80%, 70%. And by the time she goes to Goa, there will be 0% damage. If you cumulate this damage to the wildlife sanctuary, it is 50% damage to the wildlife sanctuary that such 4 TMC is going to cause. This is scientific. This is what climatologists say. This is what hydrologists will tell you. So why? So this book has been a compilation of studies of more than 100 research papers.
This
one. 100 research papers supported by all the scientists, all the researchers, all this thing from Karnataka.
Have you not brought it to the notice of government?
We have. This book, we have given it to DC. We have given it to the government. We have posted it to all of them. We have given. But what happens is now. My simple thing is anybody who wants we have made for understanding. We have also converted or translated into vernacular medium. She has translated into vernacular medium Kannada. It is available.
The point is you have to motivate the people to read it. So
understand it.
At this moment, there is one question is there in my mind, Captain. You served in the Navy. You had enough time to understand what are the things happening in the nation. But why nowadays these environmentalists, progressive writers are treated in a different way and enemies of progress, enemies of development?
It is absolutely, because why they should be enemies? They
treated
are.
You are the enemies of development.
No, they are. See, anybody who calls for a sustainable, what are we calling a development? Will we call
You are talking about sustainable development.
So we are talking about sustainable development. Before you do a development that you may have something for now, but what is there after 15 years?
The terminology of development is considered as a destruction.
Is wrong. Right now we are looking at whether we will survive. Like I said, in coming future, the whole world, not only India, but the whole world today is being faced with a clear and imminent danger of global warming. Indonesia, the capital of Indonesia is going down, sinking because the water levels are increasing. They are shifting their capital up the mountain. In coming years, our glaciers are melting. Who is doing carbon sequestration? The forests are reducing the carbon dioxide and cooling the earth. So that air condition of the earth we want to destroy. And if you say that destruction of that air conditioner...
Now if you see the position of Delhi, one or another day they have to shift the capital from Delhi because of that pollution and all, if you look at.
So our development is for creating pollution, or whether can we coexist with the forest? So do development, but let the forest coexist. Because forest is the one. Right now we have to forget development. We have to look at whether we will survive this global warming.
It's a challenge.
It's a challenge for the whole world and basically India, because India is such a big country. When you have such a big country, what we do matters to the world. We have seen now people will realize this year when we are feeling the effect of El Nino. Now what happens in case of El Nino is when El Nino, the circulation in Pacific changes and the force at which the wind builds up in Arabian Sea creates rains. That force reduces and the water moisture coming from the sea is going to be less. Now, what will Western Ghat forest, and particularly I am coming to Bhimgad, will do in this case to North Karnataka is that lack of moisture which is coming from the sea will be seeded by the trees of this forest on the slope of Madai side. The clouds will be saturated to rain over Malaprabha. It is the present situation where Bhimgad Wildlife Sanctuary will come as a savior and buffer the effect of El Nino for North Karnataka. So it's very important for people to understand now what does the forest do. It's very simple. This is Madai side. I will say Bhimgad in Karnataka. This is Malaprabha side. It has to rain here to create Malaprabha, create 80% of water. The water will come up. It is carrying less moisture. The extra moisture will be given by this evergreen forest and make it rain, and they will make Malaprabha. That's the importance.
Yes.
And we are the
You are telling the
environmentalists.
passive effect of this Bhimgad.
Yes.
Passive impact.
Passive impact, the buffering drought season for North Karnataka. And what are we doing? And you're talking, these people are anti-development. What development you will go in one season where if this forest is not there, the El Nino will finish your economy. Western Ghat, we are talking about Save Western Ghat, which contributes to 45% of GDP on a peninsular India. What's the point in doing development and getting your 45% GDP affected? Western Ghats are creating rain for you. They are your golden hen. Please don't destroy it. And when we say it, if you're anti-progress and they want to call us whatever we are, we have been wrongly projected. We are not against anybody. We are not against farmers. We are with them. We want them to survive. We want the sugar factories to survive. We want the sugar farmers to survive. We want the whole North Karnataka to survive and prosper. We don't want a knee-jerk reaction.
So in this debate, Madam has explained the history, how it has started, and she mentioned the present danger of sugar factories. But you have given a different, you have thrown a different light upon the whole issue along with solution. So the wrong concept was there in the people. Whenever the government brings a project in the form of development, suddenly these environmentalists appear there and they try to prevent it. So we had a wrong notion about the people who are working in environment and all these pro-environment people. So neatly it has been described, and you have strongly tried to express the reality, ground reality of the forest, rainfalls, the real picture of that Bandura project. See, when I have gone through this, we really felt wonder. So this is the reality. Politicians are giving some statements for the sake of political gain, which is out of reality. My worry is that what about these IFS officers, IAS officers? What is their responsibility, role to give them a clear picture?
No, sir. If you allow me to speak very frankly. You want me to speak?
Yeah.
They are not guarding forests.
They have to.
No, they are not. I have that complete evidence in that book. The Chief Wildlife Warden, right now, the government is in process of diverting the land from the forest to
various projects.
No. I am coming only to Bandura. To construct Bandura, Karnataka Niravari Nigam requires the land to be flooded. They put the construction, put the tunnels, put the pipelines, put the electrical cable, everything. They require land. They want to stop the river or the Section 29 violation by stopping this, which Section 29 violates. So Forest Department should be objecting. The first objecting body should be the Chief Wildlife Warden of this Bhimgad Wildlife Sanctuary. He is the custodian of the forest. He is the custodian of our environment. Is there objection? No. Why? Now, we are at a stage where they want to compensate. The whole process can be seen in Parivesh, how it is proceeding. Your forester from Belgaum makes a statement that there is no wildlife sanctuary, there is no tiger corridor, and there is no this corridor, and there is no eco-sensitive zone within 10 kilometers of this project. I have printed in that book, not me, but the group, what we have, who has made this, it has printed that page what he says there is no, now they let them come and prove that there is nothing in 10 kilometers. The eco-sensitive zone is only 30 meters.
You could have submitted them,
Submitted. I have written a letter, it has come on record now. We, as a citizen group, have submitted our presentation to them. It has come to notice. But then, will he be punished? Will he be asked questions by people? Will the farmers ask them questions? You are lying. You are lying straightway that there is no wildlife sanctuary within. It is wildlife sanctuary within 1.5 to 1.6 kilometers from the project. The eco-sensitive zone lies only 30 meters from the project. And you are lying. Why are you lying? You are cheating. No. If you want development like this, we are going to oppose. And we'll surface it. So we have said, why Chief Life Warden of Karnataka should not object to Bhimgad? She must immediately object, don't transfer the land for Karnataka Nidyavari Nigam. Now they are under the impression that they can damage the Western Ghat, which has come over the millions of before humans came, and then plant somewhere else the same amount of trees. Is it going to serve the purpose? Will it stop your global warming? Will it keep our earth cool for our children, our grandchildren? Whom are they responsible for? This forest department is responsible for guarding this forest. They are responsible to these farmers that the farmers continue to get their water. They are the enemies of these farmers. We are not. We are pointing out that farmers should continue to get water for next generations. We want sugar factories to survive because they are my economic backbone of me.
You are highly positive, but misled in a different way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Last point. Let's keep another issue aside. What's happening to North Karnataka is really dangerous. And that requires immediate intervention of everyone who is involved. In that book we have said there was a NIWA report which came up in 2005. ATRI was a part of it. Srinivas Badiger was the scientist who did the study, and that study says that do not increase sugarcane plantation, be very careful, you are exceeding the water availability of you are exceeding the water availability. Yes. 2005. 2002 by ANVIS report of Indian Institute of Science says that you already exceeded the water availability plus whatever is available through Renuka Sagar and Yukon. And now you are consuming more than that. Where is that consumption coming from? When there is no water, there is no rainwater, there is no saturated, there is no, then where is this water coming for sugarcane cultivation? We must ask this question, what is that? In that book you will see that pink triangle, that is the excess water drawn, which is called as the fossil water. We have heard about fossil fuel, which is oil, because when you go below certain ground level and start extracting from your aquifers which have been filled thousands and 10,000s and lakh years back, that water has gone there. Now you are emptying that water like you are taking out mined iron ore. How long will you sustain that? And every time you are doing that, like what Yellappa Reddy says is, we are heading for a wet desertification. We have to stop that.
Now you have given, see, when I read this book, we had some idea about understanding the reality. Now when you explained through this media, it helps our people to realize and understand about the reality, about the Bandura Nala project or any the problem of Western Ghat. So all of you have come and explained your deep concerned ideas through our media. I extend my special thanks to all Captain Nitin Dond, Naila, then Sharda Madam for your great time to spend with us.
Thank you, Manoj. You will do a great work of bringing the all understanding people together. So let's save North Karnataka.
Thank you.